Hello, Louisa Whitney from LKW Family Mediation here. Last week I had a week off, and amongst other things I was doing was a fairly big decluttering exercise in my house. And it really got me thinking about decluttering. I think we all know that we go through phases of there's too much stuff, or we're trying to make way for new things, or in my case some work's happening so you've got to clear a room, and we kind of know that it's the time to get rid of possessions that we've outgrown or things that are no longer in use. But I wonder how often we think about what non-material, non-object based things we still have in our lives but that we've maybe outgrown. And this thought really captured me last week, and I think there are so many parallels. Often we hang on to things in our life. Sometimes it can be people, but quite often it's emotions and things that weigh us down, experiences that we've had in our lives that we carry with us, and sometimes they just don't serve us anymore. I talk to a lot of people who separated who talk about being really angry, and quite often they say, I don't want to be angry, I really want to let go of this anger, but I just don't feel able to at the moment. So that would be an example of an emotion that someone is carrying with them that's probably not serving them very well. There's also times, I think, where, I don't wonder how many people can relate to this, where you've had a conversation with someone or an argument with someone and you found yourself carrying it around with you and mulling it over and thinking about it for weeks on end. And sometimes that's useful because there's something in there that we want to process and deal with, but other times it's something that has got to us, and really going over it and holding it with us is not going to be helpful for us anymore. And I think there are also parallels with the whole decluttering thing, because frankly it's quite difficult to go through your house and find bags of stuff, and then you've got to find out where they're going to go and whether you're going to sell them or how you're going to do that, or if you're going to take them to the charity shop, where will you take them to the charity shop, those kind of things. And I think it's the same with emotions and experiences. Sometimes we recognise that we're holding on to things that don't serve us, but the process of getting rid of them looks like it's going to be really difficult and painful, so we kind of put that on a to-do at some point shelf. Equally, it can be hard to know how to get rid of things. If you feel that you are really angry because of the way that your relationship has broken down, how do you get rid of that anger? How do you find a way of just letting that go? And that's something that's not easy to answer. It's something that's different for everybody. And, I draw an experience in mediation of clients' stories that they've told me in talking to people about ways that they might possibly be able to address that. But what works for one person will not work for another person. And the purpose of this video is not to give you easy answers to problems. It was really to try to start a conversation about what are you holding on to in your life or as part of your separation that really isn't actually doing you any good anymore. And if you know that there are things, how can you look at getting rid of them and decluttering your emotions, your thoughts, what is weighing you down? So I hope that that's helpful. If any of that has resonated and you feel that mediation might be helpful, or you need me to point you in the direction of something that might be helpful, then you can always get in touch with me. My email is louisa@lkwfamilymediation.co.uk, or you can get in touch via the website lkwfamilymediation.co.uk. Thank you.